So we just finished watching the Han Solo, a Star Wars story, whatever the hell it's called. Actually, the trailer's been on for a long time. I had no desire to see it because I was so disappointed by The Last Jedi.
And this needed to knock it out of the park.
The Last Jedi broke my heart, so I'm like, I'm down on Star Wars. And then I see this trailer, and it does nothing for me.
It's awful.
It has a lot of action. Like a lot of explosions, and the ships are flying around. There's a big monster in this, but it just didn't. It doesn't feel right for me.
No, it's just. I'm just starting to think that Star Wars is becoming this generation's instead of what it should have been all generations. It doesn't feel like it anymore.
Yeah, I think that's actually a really good way to put it. It does feel like it's part of this where we're living now.
Yeah.
As opposed to the other Star Wars films are timeless.
Yeah.
They can you can go back and watch them now.
And it seems like after Force Awakens, which was a good movie, it's just getting worse and worse with these movies.
And then you got him like cutting quips and stuff, and it's not charming.
It's flat.
It's flat. Like they're like, oh, there was this. I thought we were in trouble for a second there. When Harrison Ford delivers that line, it'd probably be great.
And sincere.
This guy, Eldrick.
He should just be this a regular. He sounds like a guy who'd be a regular character on the Millennium Falcon, not Han Solo.
Yeah, like if there was like an extra hand that he had on the
he's not. He doesn't have that likability, that lovable rogue. He doesn't have it. He just doesn't.
And just like the overall design of everything, the robot guy, of course, is always some robot buddy partner. He looks like he just came right off of Star Tours.
Yeah.
It's just to me, nothing about it makes me want to say. Then there's some random girl character. Of course, she has to have an afro, and it's like, what's up with female black characters and afros in movies now? That's just like how it has to be.
That was like the 70s now. What
we had it in Deadpool. Now we have it in this. It's like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
It just seems ridiculous. I don't even know who she's supposed to be.
I don't either. And I see the first scene when they're driving the car, I go, this reminds me of Blade Runner. This does not remind me of friggin' Star Wars in any way.
Too gritty and dark.
Yeah, way too gritty.
And then, again, like I said, there's lots of actions, there's explosions and shooting, and it just... But I'm not drawn in at all.
Besides Chewbacca, he's timeless. He always will be. The character I kind of thought looked interesting was the Woody Harrelson character. Everyone else...
I have no idea who he plays.
I don't play, but...
I don't know what... if he's a thing in Star Wars before, if he's been a brand new character. But we got Donald Glover playing Lando.
He looked okay.
He looks okay, but he almost looks like he's disinterested in his own role.
Yeah.
That's just something Donald Glover looks like. He was in Spider-Man Homecoming, he just looks disinterested. Like he wandered onto the set and they threw him on thing, hey, say these lines. He just doesn't look like he's into anything.
Yeah, because Cal Ripken is supposed to be cool as a cucumber, but that's almost comatose. There's a difference.
Yeah.
You can be cool, but you gotta be a little bit more into it.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I could just see Billy Dee Williams and Harrison Ford going, really? What is this?
I know they can't go back and get those actors because they're old men now. Yeah. So they had to do something. It just doesn't feel... I don't know. I don't feel like I want to see this.
No, I don't think I'm going to. The thing is about these actors, and I say Star Wars now, there's no reverence to it.
No.
They're none. And I'm sorry. It might sound like I'm a little bit full of myself, but I think Star Wars is one of the top franchises of all time, and it's being thrown in the mud.
It's being made for this time only.
Yeah.
They don't care if it gets remembered for 30 years later.
And it won't. These movies won't be.
They're stuck in the 2016 to 2020 is going to be where these movies are going to be remembered. And after that, they'll be lost forever.
And it's sad because Star Wars doesn't need to go in this direction. It almost seems like was Lucas right when they were afraid of making more Star Wars because when he owned it.
And then we got just Han was going to join the Empire. Like, what the heck? I didn't know that was his storyline.
Why couldn't it just be like, maybe he's trying to angle it so he can steal things? I'm like, I wanted it to be that kind of story, not him just joining the Empire.
Because that's kind of what Luke was going to do.
Yeah.
He wanted to be a pilot. And he's like, oh, the only place where I can pilot ships and spaceships is going to be with the Empire.
But see, Han Solo was never into ships. Like, he was in the Millennium Falcon, but he was never being a pilot.
The best pilot... it's weird because they talk the Kessel Run and all that kind of stuff. But when I saw Han Solo, I never thought of him as like the greatest pilot. I always thought of him as the rogue, the smuggler. Yeah, he can get you out of a tight spot, but I didn't really see him as a pilot first.
Yeah.
More of a thief, rogue, gambler type guy first.
I think what worked for for Rogue One is they're all brand new characters for the most part.
Yeah.
So you really didn't care what happened to them. Han Solo is one of the most iconic characters in like sci-fi lore and like one of the science fiction in general, just as a character. And you're kind of making him bland.
And then the thing is too, I hate about these prequel movies. You know what happens?
Yeah, he lives.
He lives. So there's Lando and Solo live. There's no. I don't have to worry about my characters. I don't have to. Oh, he's gonna get out of this. He's gonna nothing. We know he lives.
It's insane. It's just guys. It's just. I'm tired of it. I want future stuff. I don't want this before
Well,
stuff
see,
anymore.
the thing is, Rogue One was an enjoyable film,
Yeah.
but we knew where it was ending.
Yeah.
That takes away a little bit.
But the thing is, this isn't even enjoyable. That's the problem.
I have no desire to see this. This might be the first Star Wars film I don't see.
And believe me, and it might be the first one I've ever seen ever, because I've seen all of them, because I'm over 40, so I've seen them going back to the original Star Wars. I was a little kid, but I saw the first Star Wars movie, New Hope, in the theater, so it's like, yeah, this is awful.
But again, apparently these new Star Wars films aren't made for you.
No.
They're not.
No.
They don't want you as an audience member. They want the 10, 12, 11-year-olds.
Yeah, but that glory is fleeting.
I
It's
know.
going to be fleeting in a couple years. That's the problem. You could watch Return of the Jedi and Empire now and enjoy yourself. Even, I don't know what those movies are, because they're timeless.
I don't know. And I guess a whole lot of stuff about the Millennium Falcon, because they didn't, again, I don't know if they're going to change it, but didn't he win it from Lando in a card game
Yeah,
or
that's
something?
supposed to be. If they have that card game, that could be interesting. Can I just watch that scene?
Yeah, just see that scene at the very end.
Bury for 5 minutes, I'll watch that, and then I don't want to watch the rest of it.
It's just, he doesn't have there's no charm.
No.
Alden, sorry, you're not Harrison
But
Ford.
at this
You're
point, I'd
not.
rather have Zac Efron could have did a better job.
I know, right? If you're going to go ridiculous, right?
Yeah, it's insane. I don't know a lot of young actors. That's not my beat, obviously, but could have got someone better than this guy.
I don't know. He doesn't sound like Harrison Ford. Doesn't look like anything like Harrison Ford, and he doesn't have any of the charm of Harrison Ford.
You know what, J.J. Abrams, you need to get back in the director's chair. You got to get back to Star Wars, because man, this ship is kind of sinking right now.
Ugh, I don't know.
And it's sad because
I wanted a rebound for Star Wars after watching not Rogue One, but Last Jedi. Yeah. But ugh.
No, and it's not. And another thing I want to say, it's getting to the point. If Episode 9 doesn't look great, do I not even see Episode 9? And that's a current Star Wars movie timeline. I don't know.
But again, this movie has been up and down. They've been losing directors left and right. Then Ron Howard came in and he took it from there on out. But it was just a roller coaster of artistic visions. And Kathleen Kennedy, I dislike that woman as much as she's the gatekeeper of gatekeepers. No, you can't have your own vision. And you've been helming this gate since all the new movies, and they all have been just okay. And some of them are actually pretty bad. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's time for you. You're not the gatekeeper. You need to step aside, and we need to get. Because I mean, this is the thing. People will go see because it's Star Wars, obviously, but it's not going to be timeless, like you said. It's not going to be remembered, and that's what bothers me.
Yeah, I don't know. They just want to make their money now. But again, Last Jedi bombed in China. Absolutely bombed.
Well, because they missed. Yeah, the problem is they want attractive Chinese women. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean that are skinny and healthy. They don't want to see that. They're not into that.
That's usually where they make up all their money, but it underperformed huge in China.
Yeah, that's why literally. Why you say, why is it when Solo probably goes there, they're probably going to take the Star Wars stories off the title because
it was called Solo.
The Solo because they even took it off Last Jedi because they didn't want it to be part of Star Wars. They're losing so much money.
So I don't know. I'll definitely give it another shot with another trailer, but these did not make me want to go see it. It just didn't.
No, but I know it's coming out in May. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's pretty soon. I'm not excited at all.
No.
Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, sub, and share. Also, for the most up-to-date information about the podcast, follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast.